But first, the latest development in child monitoring technology is dividing opinion among parents. How would you feel about giving your children surveillance shoes that allow you to track their movements round the clock? Popular footwear brand Skechers has launched children's shoes with a hidden compartment for an Apple AirTag. The advertisement boasts Skechers is famous for comfort, and now they're giving us comfort of mind when it comes to our kids. The company claims the secret surveillance insert in the sneakers, which cost around $100, will help parents to feel secure, and that's a good thing, right? But others argue the surveillance sneakers are transmitting the wrong message to kids, that the world is dangerous, that they can't be trusted, and that Big Brother loves them very, very much. Jamie, you've got young kids. Would you fit them with surveillance sneakers?
Absolutely, I would. And to be clear, I've got two. I've got a 5-year-old and an almost 8-year-old. And my 8-year-old literally said the other day, I want to walk myself to school. And in my head, I thought, absolutely not, that's not going to happen. But if I could put something in his shoe or in his backpack just to monitor to make sure that he gets there safely, I think there's limits. By the time they're teenagers and hanging out with their friends, I don't think you need to have a tracking device on them. But when they're in this younger stage and they're trying to be a bit more independent, but you don't quite ready to let them go, I think we should be tracking them. You can do it now on your iPhone anyway and do that Find My Friends, where you can see where your friends are and your partner. And I think it's part of life now, but I certainly would be tracking my children.
What do you reckon, Freya?
But see, I just feel like, as you mentioned, it sends this message that the world is dangerous, the kids should feel unsafe. We have a huge problem with kids being over-coddled, parents who don't let their kids have any independence whatsoever. And I think the problem with this is it just enables helicopter parenting, parents who are neurotically obsessed with tracking their child's every single movement. Those are the kind of parents that are going to be using this device. No offense to anyone who's going out and buying their new Skechers, but I mean, seriously, what we need is to be giving kids more independence, more chances to prove themselves. It also, I think, sets people up for a toxic relationship with tracking. We know that in relationships, and this is actually a factor that contributes to domestic violence and coercive control often, people become obsessed with looking at their partner's locations. We are instilling bad habits. Sometimes you just need to let people go and trust that they'll show up on the other side.
Do you have to tell your children? Do they have to know that they've got a tracking device in their shoes?
True.
I mean, I wouldn't tell my kids. I just slyly put it in
But see, any kid that genuinely wants to run away and break the rules will figure it out pretty quickly. And so then it's no use anyway.
But are you neurotic as a parent if you are concerned that the world is a dangerous place? I mean, when I was a kid, long time ago, Freya, but we were allowed to get on our bikes and go for a ride, and as long as we were back by dark, and it was a bit sort of subjective as to what constitutes dark, but we were fine. But these days, you just wouldn't allow your children to do that.
Why?
Because the country's very different
dangerous.
now.
It actually is too dangerous.
Statistically, is it more dangerous for children now than it was when you were growing up?
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Do you really think so?
Yeah, totally.
There is no way.
In terms of kidnapping, child abduction?
Yeah.
In terms of traffic on the roads, in terms of who they're talking to, in terms of all of those things. And as for your assertion that it normalises coercive control, well, I reserve the right to control my children. They're my children, so I do control them. Have you not been in a shopping centre and thought, I wish those parents would control their kids? That's not coercive. Of course you control your kids. And as for monitoring them, yeah, I monitor them as well. And when they turn 21, I'll stop doing that. But
It's our job.
No, I'm joking. I've got
It's a job as a
20-year-old
parent.
twins.
Oh, right. There
I'm
you
not
go.
tracking them. But when you've got kids the age of your
5
kids,
and
you've got
7.
pre-teens.
Absolutely.
I don't apologise at all for controlling them and monitoring them. And that's not setting them up for abuse later in life. That's called being a child.
And also at places like if you're going to the airport or the Easter show or somewhere where there's a lot of people around, it's so easy to lose your child. I've often written in permanent text in my phone number so if they get lost, people can call me. If they've got a tracking device on them, look how easy it would be to find them.
Yeah, no, I do concede that in certain circumstances, like big events, tracking devices may be appropriate, more appropriate than those parents you see walking around with their kids literally on a leash. I think just put a tracking device in them. But I mean, I just don't like this whole thing where kids have no independence and they're completely coddled.